Welcome to Uncensored Friday. My name is Nanapoku Hetfield, the ordained Crown Prince of Ghana. Daddy Lumba say, Mensei. Daddy Lumba say, Mensei, Daddy Lumba say, Mensei. Mommy's in the back where you. Boom, 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 boom. For dream movie talatio, where you go to. Niriasimo. And also I know Joe, me Daddy Lumba. It's a pretty. I dear me new pretty tiara. When you mean I'm worth your so I don't say meeting daddy. Now it is out. And I won't conquer sense. Mensei, only I can who say Niponia Mission. I said nobody don't for me to me say me say do me a simo. Me say do my brother emo. Me say do, me say do. Me say do my brother emo. Daddy Lumba say, Daddy Lumba say, Daddy Lumba say, welcome to Uncensored Friday. Other than you when you say yeah, who, may you be a equa, chow yum, Usu Granamio. I team your baby and Yanamitisu, Namichi, Namiti, Missy Video Pretty. When I made up with your son, so and I'll say meeting daddy. Now what it is, I got walk punk, I say, so only I can who say, or then you me a strong for the oh, me another day. Many months out there, I'll be to me saying, oh, me say, do me a simo. Me say do my brother emo. Welcome to Uncensored Friday Live with your boy Nanapoku Hetfield. Today is another Friday. Manchester United won, coming from behind, and it showed character. You know, from where we were on Sunday to yesterday, we are happy that the team kept fighting till the end. And late goals by Scott McTominay and Bruno Fernandes, you know, clinched the victory. We are happy as Manchester United fans. We are looking forward to the World Cup as Ghanaians. I am looking forward to the World Cup as a Ghanaian because of us. I am the ordained Crown Prince of Ghana by the Most High, by King David, by King Solomon, by Okonfa-Noche, by Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, by all the great African leaders who have lived on this earth. I asked for it. I worked for it to be called the ordained Crown Prince of Ghana. And whatever I have in me, Romano se hizo in un día siempre un paso a la vez. Rome that we see now was not built in a day. So we are going to start building our country under a new governance, under a monarchy, under a king. And that is what I'm championing. That is what I want to bring every Ghanaian to board. Yes, prior no, we back one nebu. Now so the Kambomua, ma many papa, embu. So my people, my name is Nanapogo Hetfield. You can simply call me Venom. I used to rap. I've done virtually everything. You know, I didn't know the calling will be bigger. I didn't know the calling will be this great. You know, but the same way God chose King David when he was in the wilderness and his father Jesse didn't even think about him. You know, he was presenting his sons that were handsome. He was presenting his sons that were tall. But Samuel didn't find what he was looking for. You know, so he asked Jesse, are these all your sons? Before he remembered King David, he was like, oh, I have a son. He is in the wilderness taking care of the sheep and goats and whatever, you know. So he was brought in and he was the king of Israel, you know. And I've been serving under the great kings for a very long time to be called the ordained crown prince of Ghana. What Ghana is going through right now. Yesterday there was a storm in my country, and I know people, the flooding in Accra right now, the flooding in Accra right now is something that, when you think about it, it is mind-boggling how we are living in 2021 and we still find these things when technology has gone so far in, you know. So condolence or whatever, my heart felt, I don't know how to put the words right, to everybody who has been affected by the floods. I've been growing up, flooding became like our hell, because anytime it rains, it floods our place. And yet, we live in the 21st century where flooding, basic flooding, like the rain in Ghana is not compared, when you compare it to other countries, it is very, very minimal in Ghana. But then every year, people's houses will be flooded. We need to redesign Ghana. And under the king, as your crown prince, I'm going to work in a capacity where we will redesign the whole country, put in canals. These canals, now, one thing we will do under a new governance, which is the monarchy system, is that we are going to ban plastic, because plastic has virtually destroyed everything in Ghana. Now, you can't dig 2 feet down without seeing a polythene bag. All these things we are going to, no. These are the things that are destroying other countries. We need to be closer to nature. Under a crown prince, those of you who come with papers for us to give you our gold and our bauxite, our timbers, no. When you come, okay, I think I'm back on my internet. As I said, there has been a storm, so the internet is not working properly. But now, you see the TGV duplex, for instance, in France, trains moving at over 500 kilometers an hour speed. Now, guys, Google it. This is not something we live in the year and the generation of enlightenment. Wake up from your slumber, Mama Africa. Wake up from your slumber, Ghana. Just think differently. Let us unite and get our king. And as your crown prince working under this king, we are going to implement systems that will make sure that the basic necessity of a Ghanaian is not what he or she will eat, is not where he or she will put his or her head. You know, shelter, food, clean water, it is basic for human life, you know. And those are the things that I will make sure we will implement. Now, as I've been telling you guys, when there is a new monarch system, gold mining It's a thing of the past. When we are mining the gold in Ghana, we are mining the gold for ourselves. We won't mine gold to destroy our waters and turn back and sit in churches on Sundays and pray to God and we'll be blaming everybody else with exception of our own selves. That is how the ordinary Ghanaian and the African has become. They do the things and blame God for it. In search of gold, our waters are muddier, brownish in color. Who told you gold is important than water? Are you that stupid, black man? Please, this is uncensored for a reason. Are you that stupid? Somebody will bring papers and tell you to give him timbers. Your logs, big timbers in exchange of papers and a number written on that paper. So when the person came to do business with you, can't you ask of trains in exchange of your timbers? Can't you ask for helicopters in exchange of your gold? Why do you pack papers? Now, under a monarch, the word economy itself will vanish from our dictionary. You know, me, I see economy to be like social media. The number of followers on your social media shouldn't determine your life. As a matter of fact, there are so many rich people who are not on social media. Does that make them less rich for not being on social media? You know, so the economy, everything with regards to economy is meant to put black people in a box, and people will now say that because Ghana don't have money, because of the economic situation, our roads, there are manholes in the middle of roads, and the rocks in Ghana belongs to Ghanaians. Ghana cement, which is gas, and belongs to Ghanaians. Why don't we build our own roads? And that is the system that we are going to abolish. If you are a Ghanaian, you are entitled to everything in Ghana. Now, me, what God has shown me, what King Solomon has told me he will give to me in my lifetime, the wealth as a crown prince of Ghana, the wealth Mansa Musa has promised for the betterment of my people, for the betterment of the black man. Now look at Ghana, for instance. The British are still our colonial masters. I don't think we are still free. Because we live in a Ghana where 90% of our crude oil is owned by British governments, companies, British companies, like you think about it. And then the average Ghanaian earns less than £100 a month, working for like 12 hours, less than £100 a month. And that same person is supposed to gather an advance of money to rent. You need to stack money for 3 years. 3 years rent, you need to pay it at once. Meanwhile, everything in Ghana belongs to Ghanaians. So under a monarch, our natural resources are not going anywhere. We won't sell. We won't exchange our natural resources for papers. If we will give you 16 hectares, blah, 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 tons of timbers, we are also taking 15,000 excavators, so that because we are about to build our nation. Me, as a crown prince of this great nation, what I want to do is, if God will come tomorrow, if God will come next week, anytime God will come to earth, I'm looking forward to seeing his glory, because I've done nothing but to work and gain knowledge for the betterment of my people. Total liberation of the mind. What's a honor obi say for gold ebeje paper? Now what is the numbers I actually paper no so no ehu hia chen insu a wo benum nti wo be say insuo mo amoto ganam se munti o we eya adwin broni e na odi diwo wa hihye adwuma ni e diwo And I am paying for no should understand, say, every generation comes with new ideas for the betterment of its people. Yes, say, where with under a monarch, what we'll do, everybody above the ages of 50, we are building houses for you. Mua ebia sebe, ebia munko school amube to me aye abejuma no. Every house, we will have a greenhouse in there. Everybody should farm in his or her own house. Our grandmothers. I'm having difficulties with my internet because of the storm. So where was I? I was talking about Ghana. You know, we need to come together as people. And this in the MPP, you know, and then Abraham, and this if we subebrebe in ano. What your mama so much naso? On because MPP was so normal yet the chance into almost omu. You see that democracy. Let me define democracy. Democracy is a system of government where you are not free. Where your resources, 90% belongs to other countries. Where the things I find with democracy. Now, don't be deceived. It is, go to Spain. Spain is under a monarch. Countries that have developed are under monarchy. Now, Japan, for instance, is under a monarchy. Do you know Japan has the strongest passport in the world? Virtually over 200 countries without a visa. Do you know that Japan is one of the countries who is in the line, the earthquake line? But yet these people have built their countries. What are you doing in Africa? Wake up from your slumber. Let us start building our nations. Now, as a crown prince, one of the visions, I've told God that I want to tunnel through Africa. Subways. We need to connect this beautiful continent. Whatever we've done for people, they've not appreciated it. And now we are still being, I think, dogs in the United Kingdom are living larger, are living a better life than humans. A majority of humans in Africa. Why is that supposed to be so? When we've given you people our timber, when we've given you our gold, you came, we open our hands to you. So that is why I hate it when people say Africans are corrupt. Don't tell me I'm corrupt. Because you've enslaved me for years. You don't have that moral capacity to call somebody a dictator. You don't have the moral. Don't talk. Look at what Ghana has given England. And then when you try to go to school, the things you will need just to gain knowledge, to come back to your country, to come and help your own people, upon what they take from us. Now we need visas to visit their countries? No. If that is the case, anything from Ghana will stay in Ghana. Anything in Africa will stay in Africa. Because we've realized that we won't give you our timbers, our gold, our bauxite, our manganese, everything. Then when we ask to visit your country in return, some people are shot on the desert. Now, there's this guy on Facebook. His name is Abrochirede. His story will make you cry. How he was on the desert. Now, Abrochirede, this is your story. Under a monarch, we will make a movie out of it. It will win so many awards. Abrochirede, under a monarch, as your crown prince, Michelle Boy, Yabeye movie, Ghana, state produced. Whatever resources you did for that movie. Because that movie, your story itself will make people know. Why? Like, you think about it and you are like, look at what is happening in Ghana. Democracy, you've brought us a system that is not working for you, for us, and it's working for you. Democracy is the reason why the UK, our crude oil and our natural resources, the majority of shares are UK based. So are we truly free as Africans? Are we truly free? We play your football in the Premier League. Now, I waited for Black History Month to pass before I get to Black History Month. Because it's about time. It's about time. In a world of abundance, why should somebody be so greedy? In a world where everybody can eat virtually and sleep somewhere without anybody being homeless. Why? We live in a generation of enlightenment. And I know that in the next 25 years, the new people that will dwell on this earth will have a better understanding of spirituality. We won't use religion as a means not to help each other. My name is Nanapogo Hetfield, the ordained Crown Prince of Ghana, ordained by the Most High, ordained by two great kings, two great prophets. You don't know what I've been through to be called this. Under a monarch, as Ghanaians, we are going to tunnel through this country. Me, I want to learn how to use excavators so that you see that your crown prince is working in the field. Everybody go and work. Let us build our nation. Straight roads. When we are tunneling, any gold we find, we put it somewhere. That gold, we will use it for the Ghana Premier League trophy. Medals, Ghana Premier League. What we will do with football in Ghana. Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Okwewu United, Homage Bees, RTU, all those traditional clubs in Ghana under a monarch, under your crown prince Nanapoku Hetfield. Me shemuni na mobo. Enye sika ene yedisi stadium. Yedi nipa adwene. Yedi Ghana embo. Bibia yebehia no ewo Ghana. Bronia dada ya adwene dodo. Wa dada se woni sika wontumi nye bibia. No sesa wo gold ko. No se woni sika wontumi nye adwuma. No sesa wo diamond se ko. Na wo se wonsuo because of. Na wo na we wasa akostena sorry dem abompa ya kire nyankopon wo ko hono nsuo nani wo krotia an wo begina atoye o se pueye o ebe bisa se ye den na ye nyina ye wuwu na say 40 years na wewu onim se nsuo na ya se no no enu na eku no no me man Ghana o man kron Ghana me se Ghana be ye yie enu ti na ye mebu no mo ye wo yen training baby ani pa ko awaba. All because say ye pese Ghana tumpon NDC MPP aye Samia Wuku and Sami Jemfi. Just imagine these two people under a monarch speaking for Ghana instead of that division of vote. No. Under a new Ghana. Those are the things we want to eradicate. We don't want religion dividing us. You should be Ghanaian first before any other thing. So what you believe in is what you believe in. So don't disturb somebody else sleeping at a particular time. Now, we will be working with ours. I said the systems I'm bringing, we will bring to Ghana. The systems that will take care of everybody. A socialism way of 23% from our salary. Every Ghanaian needs to work at least 40 hours in a week. The more you work, the more you double your pay. That one will encourage hard work. That is when you will see a Ghanaian who will go to work and work for 19 hours in a day. Now, that person, tell me if that person can have time to sit on social media and probably twerk for likes. I prefer the girls or the beautiful women in Ghana to be engineers, to be caterers who owns restaurants and hotels than to be video vixens as a Ghanaian. Say, Akrana onoko asodo ono ana yo hook up no. And I yedi nyankopon som yesi na twetwe. Me man Ghana. Pese minkuminya ene nyatwom adukuru yesi so. Under a monarch, one of the things that will make sure will happen is say one more ya chiomo because of we are wakono obi akoshi ni we are police need to meet din chisa. One can to me bonny true because wakoshi we. Na ya china akoshe in sawem. Meanwhile, politicians, hey, me my Ghana, me achumnie. Listen, let me give you this instance, not so that you think about things clearly. So then, sugar and we, and then ne kuni papa. What you want to we are see. Ever since you came to Earth, right? I don't know how old you are. Sugar and marijuana, which of these fruits or whatever you can call it, has killed more people? What sugar has done to mankind? Is that what marijuana has done to mankind? Then you will see people who eat everything. They are vegetarians, but will go to churches and be criticizing marijuana as if, how dare you talk about something God created when you are a creation, when you use everything else? The fact that you use pineapple in your cooking doesn't mean everybody else uses it. And the fact that somebody will use marijuana differently or will use marijuana doesn't mean you should do it. Variety is the spice of life. Whatever you choose to do, do it. But then sugar has killed people and it keeps killing people. But you will see, like Ghana, for instance, somebody is smoking weed and the police will, what police, and I don't understand the demonization about the plant itself. When you use tomato, when you use garden eggs, when you use pepper, what is the difference? So instead of burning sugar cane that produces sugar for the diabetes, for the low, look at the havoc sugarcane has done to mankind. And yet people don't demonize sugarcane, but rather they demonize something that is good for healing epilepsy, something that is good for healing asthma. So you see the things we think about. We are thinking about who is going to heaven, who is worshiping God well, who is what? They will blame everybody else apart from their own selves. The demon is you. Whatever you do is there for you to reap it. Japan. Or here in the deep Japan, so me say Sweden, Google. We live in a world of technology nowadays. The youth in Ghana, I said Google countries under a monarch and see all those countries. Look at Barcelona in Spain, in Catalonia. Look at how beautiful the layout is. And imagine if that is your hometown. Because that is what we will be implementing. Yadembo, dadie, and yes, sikana yedisi nine. Bronia dada yen ache. Says sikana yedisi nine. Into wun nisika, wun si nine. No, a buona yagana yendia. Gassem, a yedia. Gassem, a bedroom baby cry, all produces cement, Emma Ghana, Emma young fancy niama. Because police in Nina where we and our passing house, only the building and son of Yeduma. Dr. Nino. Woman in every year in Crawford area school, no. I ain't see dino, a better than a doctor's, Ebenya baby, Yeduma. You don't think like that. You don't think like that. Japan, and I'm read about Japan. Earthquake to miss you and a bubu bibia, no mercy in the floor. Asasi wo to me say nyama nyina no mercy in the fufu. Say one man see skyscrapers are asasi wo so bad. They've put shock absorbers in the buildings that won't make the building break. And I'm like, look at what people are doing. Earthquake prone zone. Look at what they've done to their country. And you get sunlight. Now, under our rule as monarch, one thing I will make sure we do is every house should be energy sufficient, meaning we have sunlight every day. Ghana, every day we have sunlight. Even in rainy season, there will be a bit of sunlight. Every house we will put solar panels on every house. Every house, we will put solar panels on it so that you will generate your own energy and use it, so that the energy we'll get from hydro and the thermal plants or whatever it's called, the abuaje plants, the thermal plants, those will be used for big industries. The things we will do with Ghana, Honorable Kennedy Japan, we will develop this country through tourism alone. Because we have the biggest tree in Africa, or in West Africa, in Ordained. Dear you best see what hono. Dear you best see what hono. Oh, Branabe says he can. What we will do with our tourism? The first black player to play in the Premier League, he is a Ghanaian. He was called Atta Watson. You can look it up. Or you Ghanaian, you bet me see museum amano waha. Africa and black player biya or English Premier League, you know, or beba because on no pay the way. Or you Ghanaian, we can't sell our own people. Or Sergeant for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, we can't sell the man as great as he is. We can't sell Okonfa-Notch, the great man himself. Now with the Apamada Kechi, Abra Nyankopon ma osikegba Kofi. Wehu, afei now, who su efreno. Who su freno. Ono yi wu frim kwasu mu no. A wudi wuti akwahye kwasu mu no. Who su every Sunday efreno. Me my Ghana. Yenhwe yehu yie. Yenhwe yehu yie pa, because where the country is going, if we don't unite as a nation, there's a reason why I came to it. When the baby amakoni na manyankupa atwe me aba. Learning. Dear Michi will be reasking say brony mete say brony say if you want to hide something from a black man, put it in the book. The first day I heard that phrase is the day I said to myself, I will virtually learn everything that comes across my way. To be enlightened, so that you can't bring things and half paint it and tell me it is white. No, 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 no. I'm above brainwash. Above brainwash. Bringing socialism system in Ghana, where education will be free, healthcare will be free. We will even put appointments for every Ghanaian to see the dentist. Do you know cases that are pending? People don't have money to go to hospitals. Why should a Ghanaian die because he doesn't have money? The concept of money itself is slavery, and I've been saying this for a very long time. As your crown prince, people like Daddy Lumba. Remember Daddy Lumba? If you ever said 20 were Ghana, all across Ghana. Me money sikao. Me mano e japadiye. I will bet to be a jam man in ma. And when you watch a cherry on my, me in Ghana. Every time. This is Friday, Uncensored Friday with Nanapoku Hetfield, your ordained crown prince. Mayebi, me de Nyakopon ka se me ye nanoa na me ye no. Wa kire me de me nye. Otumfo osai tutu abebi o. I have a message from Okonfa-Notch to the king himself. Have been saying this. Whoever will watch this video and can arrange something. Asante man mbodwa na message a papa no edit or the mama no me fan to obi anim. Osaje for motio for the pony. I hope I mentioned your name right, sir. You say prior no. Ukabo mu embuo. Ye yini maku ni na broni or chaima NDC baso ano ne na abeye deals. MPP baso ano de na abeye deals. Since at the end of the day in the Ghana say yeah pre 10% no. Obi adwen ma so say sika ni na ekọ. Adenti na ye ko mpo no. Yeton. Whilst we can process it. Processing plants, you know, Ghana for never form ejuma. Ghana for afe, we should be exporting finished products. Instead of being importers, you know, we should be the exporters of gold. We should be the exporters of gold, no, not in the no. Jewelry. We will need to finish them so that we will give you the prices of it. Cocoa, Robbins na ya de mamo. under a monarch ye jani na. Under a monarch, Ghana ni be anywhere I was all your homeless. Ghana assassin a dahono. You best see dying. Gasem, Gasem produce cement for Ghana. We are building our nation. Under a monarch, Papa na we see Nine's building or Rock City. No, I will give the whole Kwabu to you. Yes, she yourself. Wouldn't you kwuni biano broni huna ombuno? It is Sidanya a sefatano. Na kwufoni na monko. Na Rock City, munya hokama. Monfa aquariums, big okwewu 80,000 capacity stadium. Football, na yan fa mamo. Mom yen designing yen country no. Send a be yan kwewu afe na mo supporting okwewu. Na afe na ma football na yede. Di obe winning ya tam sika botre amano. Ghana ni bia player. Yen ye be bobo Crown Prince me di Ghana obi obo Ghana Premier League. Obi to be free Ghana na obobo Saudi Arabia. Na obobo wo Thailand. Mr. Thailand so ya bobo wo Thailand. Just because sika ye betua no ho no etendi ye betua no Ghana. Adan me man Ghana. Adan na ye ho sa. Sika ye ewo Ghana na ye ndia. Me say aka one journey meko. And I need to see my king. Or confirm not because me papa ya santini. Inti mean to me konya no. Ayesa na ase matra honhom no. Enuntia me say dia me de Ghana beye no ebeye kra be hwe. Ghana betum fear not. You guys should stop fearing of the future. Let us embrace the future. The future of Ghana, what I'm seeing through my eyes, what God has shown me. What God has shown me. What we will do with this great nation. What we will do with our nation. Our names will be remembered just like we remember say Okonfanoche and what is his name? Osaje for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Yenyen niyama ye ma wo mo beba no. Onu obedi 18 no. Na a dying 10 like onu ni din no. A dying 10 across the world. Big mansions. Akorebia yembre yenye sure say ye bre ama ye ma dache. This is the new generation. And ya fe na ye beto aba. Broni nim sa ntina o share da ma wo 8 years. Send ye be ya wo hu de oye. Inti MPP ba na nkrofo ni o ma be sign contract investors. No mo ko MPP baswa sa. And I yen ye ko 10% no ho. Ebra 90% no. Broni sisako. Aden slavery no na wo man timber in exchange of papers. Into would the timber MOB would they papers no. I dreamy and can't was the immediate papers is some the trains anka. Men so me mine. Hey, me mine. Me say when I become crown prince, one of the things me person me yen is a railway system. You better build the subways across the nation. Now you the France one train be a friend TGV duplex no. It runs on magnetic field. It doesn't run on tracks. That is the technology we will do there. Over 500 kilometers an hour. And no na me de be sha sase ase. Me man. Yembie ye ni o. Yembie ye ni. Na baby a ye man na ekono. Me say under a monarch there's nothing like an economy. Everything in Ghana belongs to Ghanaian. Die King Solomon si odi be mame. Ni die Mansa Musa di be mame. Se mus. Me say every Ghanaian will be worth $4 billion. Because God in mean to be. Me too I be the mame mindful. Akrabia ya won wo Ghana. E was say ye bracelet gold e de to akra nsa. Nti wo a ye say kofele form na ye nye gold na fa to man nsa. If it's over free Gold Coast. Ya wo to omanya nufusuo ene ya wo so. Me my Ghana. Yan sorry waka. It is about time. Me ti hey. Me ka se fa osika bra me mama ndi. Die nyankopon yi a kire me na me ka kire wo. Wo pesa me bon paye ma wo. Aha da no na I was having messages. Obi say obi a bon paye ama no na ye me pamocho. Wo pempire Bible no mo no ye say the wage ani wunani dia wodi sika elma osofo every title wodi sa sika no ma maame no papa nka nyakopo ehira wo bebi a wo no wuni ho na so won se broni de nyama bi abrewo a ema wo ye bone se wo maame no papa kra wo mu no obi ware o se ne maame ye beifo he we jimi sa ya unto ya unto wo maame ye beifo ne papa ye beifo ono wo de ba asaso no ono ye beifo the word beye ne kra no we've taken it out of context. The word beye means a genius. Wa beye yesi akrana beye intitete no won say ya was saying bi they will say that beye de will fear eye. The reason is because yesi genius will fear eye. And everybody needs a genius. You see, where 2 or 3 people are gathered doing something, it works. In Timoko, that sorry them now. Who could the genius in your family? No, can who say why po and obeba no be ye sa wa family ne free him. Me say yankasa ya say nyamana. Then we blame God for what we did. You are killing the geniuses in your family. Become fear before ni na. The word be ye in jina ho ma evil spirits. Enonko evil spirits yanko. Be ye means a genius. So we used to have a player called Owusu Free Be ye. He's a genius. One te waka scientist say one kasa weku wo yemo genius ni na. Afa say ya wuti bonkoso. Ya kasa ya go wuti bonkoso so na ya complaining. Me my Ghana. My name is Nanapoko Hitfield, your ordained crown prince. From the Most High, Uchedi and Padi Nina Sutunfu Asafi Yehua. Nyankupo Nimfias Yen Yeno, Ototurobonsuno, God, Onuan Kasa, Professor Betremunina, Messe, Brahma Bre, I and the Metewa Menemo Kasa, Munim. Nyankopon baby oni me afa enkrofo amasomo mase wo honhom King David ne papa sorry King Solomon ne papa King David because me ya krana na me hu say yes if the wisest person on earth was King Solomon I didn't know was me dream foforo why na me started say me bisa papa ne niama afa me nam kra me to me hu sika wo from e comedy me am say e comedy me me wan say sika da from na mafa. Now, so we wanted to figure life out for ourselves. Inti call a neighbor in another journey. Me say, Mammy, mo be am frewo and can't tell us an Anapoko Hetfield. See, or bon pie ma men power chaw, one papa bon pie mawa, a chain dear meme boamao. Mamo maya nadamo. Bible no anka say, yes, if the way Johnny win nani. Now won't qua and cherry was so. Or the cajon. The first commandment with the promise. O papa ne o mame. Eja, yes, and na mother curses, the father blesses. As a Ghanaian, I'm telling you, as your ordained crown prince, if you put your hand on your child's head, and you as a father, you pray for that child every day. Trust me, I'm stating to you categorically that no power can I don't know how to put the words. No power can even come near that child because you were the one that brought him or her to life. And it's about time Africans we start knowing these things and so that pastors will stop being rich. Pastors are praying for its members to be poor. Because look at some pastors, the cars they own, it can open factories for the less or people who don't have works to work in those companies. But why? They won't open companies. They will rather open church branches. The keep them poor syndrome is something that will be of a past. We here Juma Obenye Sika wa Ghana. Na Anapoko Hetfield me shamobo. But the Ghana so nyina shamobo Ghana for. Me no minim baby am free baby am meko. Any baby o twedi apon. E pese ne me fa ha. I am God's fixer. I believe in reincarnation. Mimi did this my basa, my kosa. Inti semi ba man Jimmy and Tumuna me kwa na me ko because me baby am free am ba asase so. And I mean baby and Yankupon me be ko. So I do what I need to do for people. Me my Ghana. Okonfanoche. He has a message for the king of the Ashanti kingdom. Meka, ako sisi Asante man bebo tre. Adi o madwene akọbenkuo mu. Ehu se. Obi a odan sika gwa kofidie na nke ni se sika ana ahonya mpodie. Hey. Mase in kakra, we'll get to where we need to be. Now let me talk about Manchester United, you know. Bronya dada yache. But me, I love Manchester United for a reason. Another spiritual baby beer. And also what you say. I don't want to bore you guys with my spirituality and everything. Okay, let me read a few messages. Josiah Makwe, more energy. Josiah, you've been MIA. Lavender Maza is watching. Alex Bafo. Ghana ni biya wo hweme. Me did in an Apoko Hetfield. Your future crown prince. Ye be si hene, me nya hene. Me nyankopon title de ma me no na me kire mo no. Na so Ghana ye be si hene. Na systems a me de betu mu no. Ghana ni wo ye adwuma no. Hours ne ekọ no. Na wo nye sika pudu agu botom. Se ne be ya yen konko bobo wo Kuwait. Yen konko bobo wo Thailand. Me say we will reward talent in this country. We will Accra, Ghana, me tu Accra no. Send your bear Accra, no time obedi 18 no. Ne papa no ma ye Japade si wa ma no. Na bra me ne wo ye bre enne no. Ye mama embe bre sada. Me si Nyankopon beba enne o, ochina o. 10 years from now, 100 years from now, eja me ne wo ye nim. Yeti asase so enne se nipa da seni. Te ba fete ni wo as Ghanaians ni wo ye jele mi bi ane. Wo hu wo heba jowo. Large scale farming. If you are 10 ni wo yo jamoko edu ye mano dada ke ba ha wa ke wo ye. Ni ona 40 ye. E wo kagbomo e no alo ete wo alo ete ta. No hani wona ni wo ba ye. A bag of rice 500 cedis. A bag, sa bag, you know, emo. Under your crown prince, me mami ekuya donko, me papa Apostle Safo, all Daku farms. We are coming to build large state farms. Ghana ni bia eduane eye free. Yankasa, ye tia ye beti 23% umu. 23% numu na ye BP. Sorry. Ye BBA bewo. Taxes be equals 23%. Who pesika dia ye juma wa Ghana? Ghana be only 80% of your company. Inti bibia wu hia no. Ye hwe na dia wo de wo ba be ye no. Ebe ma Ghana etu mpon a ye de sika ne be ma wo. Because we are Ghana ni. At the end of the day, no Ghana there was a benefit. Every company in Ghana, Ghana will own 80% of that company under a monarch. So that we can give you loans. We can make sure you are doing the right thing. Large farming. Large scale farming. John Dumelo, I saw your video or your post about the Italian machinery for farmers, tractors, combined harvesters. That is what we need in this country. Inti aduane podi yesese aduane be ye free. Ye ma menum obia and only restaurant. Ye be sisi edan no na ya ka kire mo. Ha wo pe restaurant a brana be fill form. Koda ko ye test say na yan fam wo ye business wo ho. Ghana ni didi wo ho ye free. Abontinsu ni be didi anaji ni sika. Sa na ye be ye no. Because if you eat in your own restaurant, do you pay? Even if you pay, do you pay? Do you really pay? Do you understand? So let us implement that system in Ghana. Like the Zongos, where let me tell you something. I used to live at Gaskias, something about in Kremufo, Kakra. Zongo mami bi ebetumi anu aduane. Not for profit inti. For the fact say obenu aduane. Every time obetumi anu aduane no. Ne mabeni aduane edi eno pe na eha no. Sa na ebe implementing our mothers obia only restaurant. Wo per license na ye de bema wo. Ye be sisi oman no. What we are coming to do in Ghana, we are coming to build canals. We are redesigning this nation. Our coastal areas, ports, bays, cruise ships. What I want to do with my coastal lines, you have no idea. So if you're an investor under a crown prince, Nana Poku Hitfield, if you are crazy enough, the crazier you come with the idea, the likelier it is that we are going to build that, you know. I want stupid, crazy architecture, you know, because the world is made up of crazy people. Somebody decided to let a metal float or fly in the sky. If that person wasn't crazy, we wouldn't have gotten here, you know. Somebody decided to make me talk to you wherever you are watching me in your own country. A crazy person did it. So the world was invented and is full of crazy people. So the crazier the idea, that is what I will sign off as your crown prince. Let us build a nation, Dubai as, you know, a starting point. Let us learn about what they are doing. And let us implement it in Africa, in Ghana, and make sure the basic necessity of a Ghanaian is not food, water, and where he or she will put his head at the end of the night. My name is Nana Poku Hitfield. I've been talking for a very long time. I can talk for days. Because everything in me, I need to share them, you know. There are so many things King Solomon keeps giving to me. And I can't wait to meet my king, Otunfuo, or say Tutua Baby. Nana, Asante Mai Nkanko, Asante Mai Mpuntuo, Ghana Mpuntuo, Intina Mebe Riase. Menana Konfanoche, wa bomb ya trasie. Achre mi kwine. Medidi Yesu Christo nase. Because Monsieur Bibia Yesu Christo. Daddy, Ghana be ye, Ghana be tumpon. Ghana be ye krabeshe. Ghana be your maya, ye betini din. If you are my huru so, na unkofo di abotri ni, you say na meka tree no. Me baba na ba kwa man ne ake. Kwe, minimum your phone neke. Nana Poku Hitfield man. Na kama feeling. My name is Nana Poku Hitfield. Chichicha. Manchester United won yesterday. I support Manchester United. Your crown prince of I support Asante Kotoko and Manchester United. And I love Barcelona. But Manchester United is above everything, you know. I virtually speak about Manchester United 20 hours in a day, you know. So we won against what is the name? Oh, Aston Villa yesterday. Came from behind twice. Manchester United coming from behind twice. You know, and we won, and I'm very happy with it because again, Anthony Martial is on the score sheet. Marcus Rashford is on the score sheet. Bruno Fernandes was on the score sheet. You know, and it's about time we see performances from Bruno Fernandes. You know, and Scott McTominay. The goal Scott McTominay scored looks like a Chicharito goal. You know. Javier Hernandez. These are the goals he used to score. You know, putting everything in for a touch. You know, and Scott McTominay did extremely well. Alejandro Garrnacho, the boy, we can't stop speaking enough of the boy, you know. Alejandro Garrnacho, a very good player, and we are looking forward to see him play more and more. Guys, it will get to a time, I don't think I'll be able to do more of the Manchester United stuff because the calling has become way bigger. You know, I need to lead my country to a better life, to a life of prosperity, of abundance, because Ghana is big enough for everybody. Ghana is rich enough for everybody. So why is somebody hungry? Under your crown prince, nothing like that will ever happen again. I want to make sure before I die, before I leave this earth, the word Africa and poverty will be something of a distant memory. I don't want you to be hungry. Black people, I don't want you to ever be hungry. You see, I have my African bracelet. I have South Africa. I have La Côte d'Ivoire. I have, this is Burundi, right? Burundi. I think this is Burundi. This is Ghana. And this is Morocco. You know, I consider myself an African, the ultimate African. And I want to travel to every African country before I die. And make sure my country and my continent, I leave it better than what we or where we are now. My name is Nana Poku Hitfield. Eric Ten Hag will be having his presser very soon. I'll be watching MUTV to see what he says. Fulham, World Cup, Ghana, we are going to the World Cup. As I said, under your crown prince, Ghanaian football. Ghanaian football. Under your crown prince. AstroTurf pitches. I don't want to see a Ghanaian playing football. So we will let people learn how to make our AstroTurf pitches, and we will give them the land to be doing them. You keep doing it. Build the stadiums. Build it. Everything you find in Ghana, use it. That is the country and the systems we are going to use. Socialism in a monarchy system, we will have our own way of governance that will bring enlightenment, it will bring abundance, it will bring unity amongst people. My name is Nana Poku Hitfield, the ordained Crown Prince of Ghana. See you same time next week. I've been talking for a very long time. This is Tampico. Free publicity. I like Tampico a lot. Chichicha, much love from me to you, wherever you find yourself. Everybody, have a nice weekend. Have a nice November, whatever, wherever. Okay. Let me play one more song before I leave, though. You know, Nana Poku Hitfield, I love music. And the musicians in Ghana, under their crown prince, they don't know what is going to happen. If they knew what I have in store for musicians in Ghana, systems that will make them rich. Okay, let me...
Bluetooth mode.
Okay, so the Bluetooth is connected. Let me play Sad Boys Don't Fold. This song, I listen to it virtually every day, you know. And it's on the Black Sheriff's album, Sad Boys Don't Fold. And I like it a lot. I like it a lot. So let me leave you guys